Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Into the Mystic. Last week we were leaving Cape May, New Jersey, and we were going to head out back on the ocean to turn around, head up the Delaware Bay so that we can cross the C&D Canal and then start our journey down the Chesapeake Bay. It's a beautiful morning for us to get started. You can see it here. I'll show you a map in just a second of where we're headed so you can kind of get a visual of where we're going today. Good morning, everybody. It is, what day is it? Hold on, we'll tell you 1 second.
Saturday, October 18th.
October 18th, of course it is, Saturday morning. Beautiful sunrise behind us on the Atlantic. We just left Cape May and we're headed to
Chesapeake City, Maryland.
Chesapeake City, Maryland in the C&D Canal. C&D stands for the Chesapeake and Delaware Canal. It's a canal at the top of those bays that connects to, it's a canal that connects two bays. So we are, how many miles do we have today? 67 miles today, so it'll be a long day. I don't know, 12 hours maybe, something like that. But we should get all the way through the Delaware Bay and then be anchored or tied up in the C&D Canal in Chesapeake City sometime late tonight. So from there, we're coming down to Chesapeake and Annapolis, Norfolk, Virginia, and then we start the ICW from there. So, all right, we'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. As we start our journey into the Delaware Bay, it's a beautiful sunrise. This is a big body of water to cross. It's an estuary outlet of the Delaware River, and it's on the northeast seaboard of the United States. It lays between Delaware and New Jersey. It's about 782 square miles in area. This is where it mixes the fresh water and salt water that's coming up from the Atlantic Ocean. You can see here it starts to get a little more rough as we start moving throughout the day, but the bay is bordered by the states of Delaware and New Jersey, and its mouth down in Delaware is Cape Henlopen and Cape May, New Jersey on the Atlantic side. Delaware Bay is bordered by 6 counties. Cape May Ferry, there's one ferry that crosses from North Cape May all the way over to Delaware. It's a gorgeous body of water, but it's really big. The trouble that we ran into, we were going to try to do it in one big chunk. We talked to some people who had done it a few days before, and they'd made it from Cape May well into the C&D Canal. And we thought, well, that's fine. We'll just knock it out too. So we knew we'd have a long day, but we didn't quite realize just how long of a day it was going to be. The more we went, it felt like that the tides were against us on almost every turn. I'm not sure how we did that, but we can see you can see the sun is starting to set here. Once we get to the mouth of the C&D Canal, it is pitch black. There is no sun left in the sky, and we still have miles to go. It's just a bumpy ride. This is a picture of us getting into the canal itself. You can see just how dark it is. We were extremely happy to be done with it once we got there and had a little celebration. A friend of ours, Steve on Jackie Electric, was already at Summit North, so we called and said, hey, is there any slips there? And he said, yeah, there's slips. So we stopped in there. They have a little boat dog that rides on the tractors. They're pulling boats out. It's a cute little guy. Spent a few days there, caught up on some rest. They have a little restaurant there called Grains H2O, so we stopped up there. Had a really nice time, and then, as always, it was time to set out again to cross the C&D Canal. So this is us leaving the dock. I've sped this up a little bit. Early in the morning, you're going to see when we get out to the C&D Canal, the fog is really thick. There is so much silt in the water. You'll see us moving here. We're moving along pretty good. And then all of a sudden, we just come to a stop. We run aground. To quote my brother Jerry, channel don't go that way. So here we are. We're just moving right along. And you can see we just slow down as we get caught up in the muck. Takes us a little bit to get out of it, but this is what it looks like if you run aground on the C&D Canal. If you're from any place that gets snow and you've ever been stuck or you've been stuck in mud, all we're doing here is just trying to go forward, trying to go backwards, turning the wheel, just to see if we can make a little bit of headway. You'll see it starts to move a little bit, and thank God for that nice little Yanmar engine that we have. It just plows us through. We're just trying to get to that canal right in front of us. That's how close we are. We finally, you can see it, it breaks free here, and we're on our way. So the C&D, or Chesapeake and Delaware Canal, it's 14 miles long, 450 miles wide, and about 35 feet deep. It's a deep shipping channel that connects the Delaware River and the Chesapeake Bay. In about the mid-17th century, a map maker said, hey, these two great big bodies of water are just separated by a little stretch of land. Everybody talks about it for a long time, but in 1829, the C&D Canal Company finally announced that you could transit through the C&D Canal and that they were open for business. And this is how you get between those big giant bodies of water. It keeps you from going out on the ocean for a long stretch. You've added miles, but you've cut down on some of your exposure to the North Atlantic in that area, which is really nice. So a lot of fog that morning, so we're going pretty slow. Just trying to make our way across this 14-mile canal that we can get to the Chesapeake Bay, turn south. We're headed for Annapolis, Maryland, and we're going to stay there for a few days as we tour around Annapolis. Just a great city. As we get later and later in the cruising season, obviously our days get shorter and shorter. Here you can see we're headed to Annapolis, Maryland, but we're chasing the sunset. We're just trying really hard to get in as quickly as we can. We've been getting into marinas and anchorages in the dark, and it's really pretty unnerving for us. I'm sure for some people it's not that big a deal, but for us it's quite a big deal. So we're chasing the sunset. We're just trying to get into the marina. It's a place we don't know. We've never been. So every time you do that, there's just this pretty large amount of anxiety because you can follow the charts and all the maps and all the stuff that we have, but there's still a certain comfort in daylight that it's really hard to overstate when you're trying to park this boat, your home, in an unfamiliar area. But we make it into Annapolis. Easy. We tie up at the dock. It's a beautiful, beautiful marina, and nobody's there to greet us. Obviously, it's after hours. Everybody's gone home, but Char and I sneak the boat in there and we tie it up. We're so happy to be done for the day, and then we just crash and go to sleep, knowing that tomorrow we're going to walk around Annapolis and check it out for the first time. We get up the next morning, refreshed, we have some coffee, we get ready, and we start walking around Annapolis, Maryland. It is the capital of the state of Maryland. It's situated on the Chesapeake Bay, right at the mouth of the Severn River, about 25 miles south of Baltimore. and about 30 miles east of Washington, D.C. Annapolis forms part of Baltimore, Washington's metro area there. It's the sailing capital of the world. If you're a sailor, you know the Annapolis Boat Show. We just missed it by a couple of weeks, but it is a major event for the sailing community. It's just boats everywhere you look. The whole town is built on water and boats and marinas, and we were really happy to be there. Some of the downtown area is just gorgeous. It's a walking town. We had great seafood, lots of shops to look at. Everywhere you go, it's just built for boating, which is really kind of cool. So here's just a little bay, just a bunch of little boats just zipping around. We tour a museum. We walk through there. We get some idea on how important the oyster harvesting is, how good it is for the water, how it cleans so much water. Oysters are such a vital part of what keeps that area so beautiful. We go to the Annapolis Maritime Museum, spend the day in there walking around, and then we head downtown and have lunch, do some shopping, and just really get to enjoy Annapolis and some of the extremely old buildings that they have there. Here's just a beautiful sunset view of the waterfront in downtown Annapolis. That'll wrap up this week's video. Next week, we're going to pick up crew. My brother Jerry is going to join us in Norfolk, Virginia, as we start the Intercoastal Waterway as we continue to make our way down south. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.